Well, I thought we ran into a red hot Carolina team on the road, and it's tough because they hadn't shot the ball that well the entire year, and to come out and obviously, man, they were incredible behind the 3-point line, going 15 for 27. Everybody was good. You know, it started with Manick, and then I think both Love and also Davis got involved, and everybody shot a great percentage. And it was tough. I mean, we played from behind the entire game, and then I felt like as the game went along, because they were shooting it so well, we try to match some of those shots. And certainly when you do that, the game can get away from you a little bit. Proud of the guys that finished the game. I thought we fought all the way to the end, but it was really a tough night just to be able to come back from the deficit that we had at halftime.
Start with questions. We'll go ahead with Corey Smith.
Kevin, we just talked to Jaquavion, and he seemed kind of frustrated in the sense of, saying that the team just needs to start getting some defensive stops. How frustrating has that been for you in terms of, just trying to get those things going? Obviously, it's been a focal point for the last several games, but UNC comes out and gets some wide open looks there early to build that early lead.
When we win, Corey, if you look at our 3 conference wins, one of the main denominator in all of those is that we defended. And we've been able to get stops. Now, of course, we made shots on the other end. We didn't, defensively, I thought they hit some really, really tough shots today, but there were a couple breakdowns where we gave up some easy shots. And we talked about it in the locker room. We're going to be successful with this team, and, where we're limited in some areas, our defense has to travel every time we play. And if it doesn't, then we're going to struggle. We're good enough offensively to be able to play against anybody in the country because of our guard play. But at the end of the day, you have to be able to get stops, especially when you're on the road. And we've done that twice. At Virginia Tech, I thought we were solid defensively. And then at Louisville, we did a good job. And then if you look at the Virginia game at home, we were very scrappy. We were after it. We defended. We started off early in the Virginia game, gave up 5 threes, but we were able to sit down and defend. So we have to go back into the gym and get better and work on those things, and obviously get better defensively if we're going to have to compete like we need to.
And Darion in this game only played 23 minutes, obviously the first 3 minutes of the second half, and then rode the bench the rest of the way. Just your thoughts on his performance and what led to that decision.
I just didn't think he was playing well. He's no different than any other player on our team. When you're not playing well, you're not playing good basketball, then somebody else obviously gets the opportunity. So it's more of a coach decision. I just didn't think he had it tonight for whatever reason. I didn't think he was playing good basketball.
Thanks,
Coach,
Kevin.
going to come from Brett Friedlander.
Yeah, Kevin, you talked about the issues on the defensive end, but offensively, especially early in the game, you guys had a hard time around the rim, especially Darion. How much trouble did they give you with their bigs inside, not only protecting the rim, but also defending the passing lane?
Well, I thought, Bako did a great job. I think he ended up with 6 blocks in the game. And, we ran some stuff to get to the rim. But as we talked about all year long, that's the way we play. We've got to drive the basketball. And I think what happened is we drove it a couple of times. I felt like we got a couple bumps that we didn't get. And then I thought our guys turned into outside shooters for the most part. As you know, we don't have a back to the basket guy. So it's really, really tough when your guards are driving the basketball and we're not getting finishes or we're not getting to the free throw line.
Next question is going to be from James Henderson.
Yeah, Kevin, similar to what Brett was just asking, did you see some opportunities for some driving kicks or driving drop-offs on those drives, or were they more being coached to kind of get to the rim and look to finish?
No, we wanted, we talked about this. I thought Carolina early in the game, even though they made shots, they were a little bit more aggressive getting to the backboard. And we talked about, hey, we need to drive it some more. And if we get some help, and make sure we make the right play. We got some good looks around the basket. A couple of them were blocks, and we just didn't finish. Or I thought a couple of times we created some shots instead of playing through contact.
And just to follow up on the defensive question, when you played them, did you expect having to deal with Bacot, you might have to give up a few open threes, just rotating and doubling going into this game?
Yeah, we did. We came into the game saying, hey, Baycott's averaging almost 19 points and 15 rebounds. We were prepared to double him if we had to, and we knew that we may have to give up some shots on that. But I'm telling you, they were really hot tonight. They shot the ball. I don't know that they'll shoot the ball that well again for the rest of the year. Coming in the last few games, they really struggled to shoot the basketball, and they made shots tonight. It was tough. Give them credit. I thought some of them were very contested, some of them were deep, and then a few times we lost them.
Thanks, Kevin.
Next question is going to be from Todd Gibson.
Yeah, Kevin, if this had happened to a veteran team, you always got those older players who can grab the guys by the collar and say, hey, it's going to be okay. We'll lead you guys. Do you have a veteran on this team that can get these guys and say, hey, it's going to be okay. We're going to work through this?
The two guys that are probably the two most competitive guys on our team is Jericho Ellams, who's a senior, and Taquavion Smith, who's a freshman. And so those guys are the ones who are talking and, trying to get everybody on the same page and, encouraging everybody and sometimes arguing with folks, which happens on the team at times. I think those two, I would say, if anybody can do is Jericho. Guys like Manny, who's traveling with us, he does a good job of pulling guys to the side, talking to them about it.